guys, if there is one thing that I hate on this earth, it is second-guessing myself. I have always thought I knew how to take care of my body until I actually watched a commercial for toilet paper. You know the commercial where they show you how good their toilet paper is by getting it wet with some blue liquid and then putting a little weight on it? When has that ever applied to wiping yourself? What exactly is the weight supposed to represent? What happens to your butt when you poop? I don't care how strong your toilet paper is. You could make it out of titanium. I'm still gonna wipe my butt with it, then throw it in the toilet. Hey, and if my finger rips through, so what? That's just getting to third base. And then there's those commercials that come on after dark that show a group of women sitting around a table, and then one lady shows up late and she's like, oh, I'm sorry, I had a thing to do. And then it just goes, ask your doctor if this medication is good for you. Don't ever ask if that medication is good for you because it's all for boners. I don't know how this lady being late to dinner had anything to do with a man getting a boner, but apparently it means everything. As a person who doesn't actually take any medication or know anything about the female body, I have had one too many awkward phone calls with my doctor. Is this medication good for me? Have you stopped getting your period? This is me hanging up the phone, by the way. I don't actually own a phone that you need to hang up like this. It's more just I push a button on my cell phone, but that looks weird. This looks like I'm not very enthused, but I'm still clapping. The worst of all of them are the car commercials that try and tell you how aerodynamic their car is by showing a man painstakingly carving it out by hand out of what seems to be a giant bar of chocolate. What is that? How does that even apply to me wanting to buy your car? Just show us what we want to see. Your car driving down the highway at top speed and then tell us it's way too expensive. Like there's gonna be people at home sitting on their couch deciding on whether or not they want to buy your car based on how good the chocolate looks. Oh man, that is aerodynamic as fuck. Nice. Something else that needs to get his shit together, bread. But I know what you're thinking. Oh, bread's amazing. No, it's not. Look, I don't trust anything that turns harder than stone once you've exposed it to a little bit of air. Try it yourself. Leave a slice of bread out on the table, come back in the morning, it's a slate. You could take somebody's head off with that thing. Bread has no confidence in who it is, really. I mean, why do we need to make toast? Bread, you're just fine the way you are. Why burn you slightly? I'd like to meet the person who came up with the concept of toast. Hey, how would you like some hot bread? Wow. Clearly you're just talking about fresh bread, right? No. We've burnt it slightly, and it's hella dry. When you offer somebody some toast, you might as well be saying, hey, how would you like to experience crumbs just everywhere forever? Oh, here's some breakfast in bed. I made you toast. Oh, great. I've always wanted to sleep in a bed of grain. Anyway, it's important to have confidence in who you are. I used to look up to Britney Spears. She had all kinds of confidence. She would get out of the car with the confidence of somebody whose vagina clearly isn't showing. That's a lot of confidence. And that's a lot of vagina. Good on you. I can't stress how important it is to have confidence. Douchebags have a ton of confidence. They are always very confident in the way that they are a large sack of vinegar and water, and that makes them so much easier to round up and drive off a cliff. Okay, I get it. I see you walking there, and that's a very lovely way to grab your crotch. Who are you peacocking for, by the way, anyway? We're in the middle of the desert. Shut up and get in the van. Where are we going? Where we're going, we don't need roads. Yo, I'm walking here. Side note, I hate when douchebags call me bro. I'm not your bro. I don't even know you. Pull up your pants. I would like to think I have a ton of confidence. Like, I know I look like a thumb. You don't have to tell me that. When I was born, my spine was curved and it kind of looked like a dollar sign, which is the galactic symbol for cash money. It's kind of taken away from my neck area a little bit, but it's added the length in a different area. Ladies, my arms, they're quite long. You want me on your softball team? Come get me. Looking like a thumb ain't so bad. I like to hang out with 3 to 4 guys who are just slightly taller than I am. It works out quite well. So, anyway, I really don't know how to segue into this, but I have been thinking a lot about what if people had soundtracks based on their life? I think this would make life a whole lot easier. You'd be able to tell what kind of person somebody is by the music that plays as they walk up to you. Like you'd see like a little girl walking on the street and she'd be skipping and having a great time and you would hear Okay, that goes on for quite some time. I'll stop. Then you would see this other guy sauntering up the street. I don't know, maybe he looks like a thumb, and his music would be like dun 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 dun. Smell this rag! That would be your telltale sign not to hang out with that guy. There would be ads on TV like PSAs that would be like, if the dun is in the key of C, it's time to flee. Get out of there. That guy is probably gonna touch you. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you did, there's the like button down there. You can click it if you like. Alright, I'll see you guys on Tuesday. So I was at the grocery store the other day and I saw this fine looking girl. She was talking about football. So I went up to her and I said, hey girl, you wanna come back to my place? I'll show you my super